Good morning. I call to order the special council meeting Tuesday, May 21st, 2019, 7:30 p.m.
AM.
AM. Thank you.
Thank you.
Laura, well, please call the roll.
Peters.
Here.
Foltz.
Here.
Revolt.
Here.
Waring. Here. Four present.
Okay, motion to excuse members Kiesling, Soretta, and Fonte.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, if you wish to address council, please step forward, state your name and address for the record. Make it specific to the ordinance that we're discussing this morning. Thank you.
Chuck Osborne, 307 Fairview Street, Southeast, North Canton, Ohio. I don't think anybody would disagree with me. Purchasing Arrowhead 16 years ago was the biggest investment this city has ever made. This was during the Rice administration. And your former illustrious city council president were really pushing this. One would think that there would have been much closer monitoring of this venture. It's something we have never weighed into. It presented a lot of risk to the city. There were numerous terms of the agreement: a monthly rent, an obligation to pick up the property taxes, which now were becoming due on the property since it was being leased to a for-profit firm. And most complicated of all was a requirement to make improvements in the infrastructure of the property. Well, as I mentioned last night, I've got boxes and boxes of Arrowhead records, and it's clear that there was little or no record keeping. Over the years, I've seen a lot of city officials come and go up here. Mayor Rice is gone. Now we have Mayor Held. He was city administrator when the city purchased this property. We had Julie Herr, the finance director. Jim Benikas, city engineer. Everybody was on board when we bought this. We've had several people here on council who were here when we bought this. Mr. Foltz was on council. Mrs. Kiesling. Mr. Foltz, I hate to throw this back in your face. I will never forget, and I wish I had it on video, you made the statement, property values in North Canton never go down. They always go up. Well, life is a learning lesson, I guess, right? Since then, we've seen Alex Zumbar fill in as finance director. Karen Alger. Did they document the terms of the lease were being followed for these two operators? We've had several law directors. Nobody was minding the front counter. And I guess I almost forgot about the various city administrators we've had. Our illustrious judge who just ruled on my case here, who this council body forced out after 5 years, Mr. Wise, Mr. Grimes, Mr. Benikas filled in as city administrator. So many people up here that we've, at one time or another, praised for their expertise and were paid high salaries, have let all this fall through. And again, as I said last night, I'm amazed. It isn't carved in stone that the city is going to survive with golf on this property. We know it's not, and it's been kept very secret. I was surprised when Mr. DiOrio, it came out that we spent $24,000 evaluating the deficiencies in the property without public discussion, without council authorization. Anyway, it's a can of worms.
Mr. Osborne, I appreciate your comments.
I know you really do.
I appreciate your comments, sir. If there's anyone else wishing to address council, please step forward, state your name and address for the record. Larry, since you're the only one, you want a shot at it? All right, no, sir. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to old business. May I have a motion and a second to read by title only, second reading, ordinance number 42-19.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carries. Tim?
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $80,000 of the City of North Canton funds from the unappropriated resources of the general fund for management fees and initial operating funds for golf course and event center operations.
Thank you. If there's no further comments or questions, I'll entertain a motion and a second to adopt the second reading.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. That concludes our agenda. Motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.